Oh, welcome back to everyone's favourite early preview pod, Hook, Line and Sinker, where every single episode we give you a hook, a bet we like, we guess the lines for the upcoming week, and then a sinker, a leg that we may stay away from. Jeb, as we record this, it's Sunday. We've just finished all the games, so we get the very first preview for the upcoming round. How are you, my good man?
Good, very good. Swans had a win on the weekend. We won some cash on the weekend. I'm happy.
The Blues got done, so happy to move on for this week. Now, for those listening, I don't think last week's episode made it to the airwaves.
Really?
I don't think so.
What happened?
I think the big fella just had a bit on.
I swear to God, did he just forget to upload it?
I don't think it did. I didn't see it. I was going to listen to it.
It must have sucked. I don't know.
No, because
explain the show for first-time listeners of Hook, Line and Sinker.
So this is the pod you didn't know you needed, but it's actually unreal. We
try and keep it under 20 minutes as well.
Yeah, we do. So at the end of this, we're going to give a quick look at Gold Coast's schedule. We're going to give our top 4 teams coming in for the final, so our prelim week, and we're going to get all this done in under 20 minutes. So the very first game of next week, Jeff, we have Thursday
guess the
night.
lines. We go in a competition of guessing the lines. So you've already written down. Now you know. Now I guess. I haven't had a look at the slate, so I'm excited. Thursday night football, what do we got?
We've got Port Adelaide and we've got Carlton.
Really? Port Adelaide, Carlton over at Adelaide. Port are going to be favourites. It's not going to be as much as I think because of the stupid Carlton tax. I'm going to go 7.5 points, Das.
I had Port Adelaide, so I'm just getting what the odds are. What did you do, 7.5?
Yeah.
I did Port minus 10.5, and it's Port minus 4. So you win.
The Carlton tax. It should be 10.5, but stupid Carlton supporters overrate their talent and go, I'm taking the Blues with that line.
I just thought it would have at least been 10.
What do you like?
I
like Butters.
Yeah, I like Butters. I like Butters for touches.
Bergman off the half-back line.
If you listen to any of our shows, why do I always say the Butters can always get 25? Because it doesn't need anything on the outside. He's so good at getting inside. Even if you're on him, he'll still find his hands on the footy. So he's one of the best bets. Like, he had 21-1 at halftime last week.
Yeah.
Like, he had a quiet second half, but it's just, he's going to get into the game early. This is lose this, and I think our season's already over, Jev. We're not making a push. We're not making a run into finals. It's been a super disappointing year for Carlton fans. I just think, as a Carlton fan, if you're listening to this, I think lay everything on Port minus 4.5, and if you win,
you're happy.
You're happy.
Does it feel like a bring your mouth guard to training week for the Blues? And they'll rock up and they'll be tough and they'll play a fraction different.
I don't know.
Cripps will finally get uncaged a little. Or he'll be a bit tougher. I don't know. Is Harry Mackay playing? Where the hell's Harry Mackay?
I don't know. I'm not predicting. My most enjoyment I get is watching other teams play now, Jev, because you watch the Blues win. We win against the Bombers, and it was the worst win of all time. And you're like, I hated that. You get nervous to play West Coast. You get absolutely
hated the West Coast game
against North, and you're just like, I'm not looking forward to this game. Can you imagine if we're in it at 3/4 time, we're up to our eyeballs, and then they kick 6 in the last? Like, that's not enjoyable. Like, I'm not going to enjoy this game. I'm going to back Butters. I'm going to back Sam Powell Pepper at home. He loves kicking a goal at home. Well, I'm not backing Charlie for goals. Like, I'm not backing anyone. Like, I'm going to lay a lot of money on Port minus 4.5, and if the Blues cover, I'll be stoked. Like,
you just got to win. You got 4 points. All right,
I'd pay $100 to see us win. I'd pay $100 to see us win. So I think that's where I'm going to line. So
4 points to you is worth $100 right now.
Yeah, bit of enjoyment.
Give us a little preview of Dope Thursdays off the top of your head.
Butters 25,
Hewitt 25. Chera 25? If you get $3 for that?
The best bet in sports is to go individual goal kick. Like, I'd rather put Cripps in for a goal. I'd rather put Rosie in for a goal.
Butters for a snag.
Hawthorn for a goal. Like, that's your money. That's your money. Have one goal kicker and just try and get it done.
Hawthorn had one possession against the Swans in the last quarter. One.
He's a bit underdone, is he?
Yeah, I don't know. All right, we're going to keep this show moving. Next game.
Swans versus Bulldogs.
I have no idea. I was thinking about this. I reckon the Dogs are going to be favored by 8.5 points.
I had the Dogs minus 14.5. I thought bit over 2 goals, and it's the Dogs minus 9.5. So you get that one as well.
Yeah. Yeah, it just felt right. It's hard to be favourites at the SCG, so that you come in, and then if you're like 2-3 goal favourites at the SCG, you're like, Jesus, they must rate the Dogs. Yeah, 8.5, a goal and a half felt right. 9.5.
The only
feels
reason
right.
why, yes, I know you had Papley, you got Papley back, you've got Goulden back, and you got a few of the boys, but I know that the Dogs have been pretty good up at the SCG the last couple of years.
They pumped us
And
last year.
I don't mind that
59 points.
midfield going like semi head to head, but
Yeah,
who the fuck's stopping that unicorn?
I know.
Who the
There's
fuck
no
is stopping
matchup
that
for
thing?
him. So I'll be super. So Tom McCartan gets cracked. Tom McCartan's a really good defender. I can't wait to watch it.
I just can't see, you can body up on him, but he's going to get his arms in the air.
On the small SCG, once you pass halfway, they just kick it to the moon and it comes down into Sam Darcy's big mitts.
Is this a game? I know it sounds like we're regurgitating, but you just go everyone for 20-1, all your favourite.
Or 25-1. Bont, Richards, Kennedy, Chad, Heaney, all have 25-1.
Yeah, and you know who else actually I would be betting on? I'd be laddering Papley because his odds, this will be, if he plays again, this will be the highest his odds are. And if he starts to get on a roll, those odds are going to come in over the next few weeks. So I love the small, so he will be one that I'll be looking at. Next game, Gold Coast and Melbourne.
So it must be on the Gold Coast. Gold Coast will be favourites by 11.5 points, 2 goals.
I had Gold Coast minus 17.5. It is Gold Coast minus 17.5 on the donger.
Really? Well done. 3 goals. So I said 2 goals. You said 3 goals. Well done.
I just think at home, they could have won today, or they could have beat the Giants by 3 goals.
Yeah, and then that line would have been like 24.5. Yeah, great call. Great call.
So I just think they're going so much better than Melbourne. And I just think that the way their midfield's playing, as you said, like you mentioned on the roast, like they're doing 95% of games right. They're just losing at the end.
Have you ever seen the episode of Ted Lasso where they've got a curse over their whole club and they have to get rid of the curse, but they all burn 1 possession each? I feel like Gold Coast just have a little curse over them to make the 8. They need to go burn 1 thing each. Burn a pair of Rowley's jocks, burn Jed Walters' veneers, one of Bailey Humphrey's oversized T-shirts, and get rid of the curse.
Is this one of the games that we look at and we're like, holy shit, Noah Anderson's just got back-to-back 40s. Why weren't we on it?
For sure. 100% it is.
Yeah, I like it.
You want to know why he was paying so much? He came off that 19 touch where Tom Stewart legally killed him.
Yes.
Legally. So then he was on the 19, so he was 23-1 for 40. 100% he's having 40 again.
So it's 1-2. You're winning 2-1. Next game, Jeb. Hawks and North.
At the G or in Tassie?
It is. I think it's in Tassie. It's definitely in Tassie.
Tassie. Oh, it would be cold. The Hawks will be favourites. I want to give North some respect. 29.5 points.
You're a fucking dog. I had Hawks minus 27.5. It's Hawks minus 33.5. So you're just on that ledger in a little bit closer to me.
Just had to get in front of you, and I did. I was about to say 28.5, 29.5. Yeah. You know, I'm the Hawthorn hater. I like North Lions. Sue me. They drew with the Lions down in Tassie. Hawks don't impress me that much. They only kicked. I know they beat Adelaide, and it was an impressive win. I don't know. Are we going to see Sicily again? Are we going to see Nick Watson get firing on Lukey McDonald or Jackson Archer? I don't know. I just know North get the ball. It's where they can kick enough goals, so we'll see.
You know what I'm doing. You know exactly. So if you guys want to replicate a bet, you go back to that second last game or last game of the year against North, and I think they had 12 different goals.
They beat by 100 points, and they went nuts, didn't they?
Kick 3, McDonald 2 and 3, Chol 2 and 3.
Didn't Dillmore have like 30 and 3 as well?
Mate,
Newcomb had goals. Yeah,
every single person.
That's not the North they're playing though. Oh, I don't think it is. We'll see.
When they get going, everyone kicks 2. And I think they're going to have 5 people that kick 2 goals.
Fair enough.
think that against Adelaide, they just had the worst game ever. No one could score either end. I just think they're going to come out. It's going to be a lot of points. Even if North can put on the board as well, if they can put up 60 points, that's fine. I think the Hawks are going to come out and show out. I think this is
we'll go head to head on this one. I'll take North's line. I think they're going to be fine. You take Hawks line. I'll take North's line.
Can we have a goal kicking line? Because North still might cover. I'm not saying that they don't cover.
You just think Hawks are going to...
I think Hawks are going to score a lot. I think like North Melbourne might as well.
I'll
But
take Nick Watson under 2.5 goals. Who else?
I reckon he probably kicks 2. But I reckon there's going to be, if there's multiple goal scorers, if you set it at 6.5, actually 5.5 because I want 6. But would you set it at 5.5? So if I said 6 players,
Multiple goal kickers. So who are you thinking are going to kick all tick 2?
Gunston,
Wiz, Chol, Gunston,
Dillmore maybe, Connor
Dillmore.
McDonald, and
No,
Ginnivan.
I'd probably nearly take the over as well on that. That sounds like a good bet. All right, next game.
Collingwood West Coast, Jev. Marvel.
Oh, he's at the MCG.
Nah, Marvel.
Why?
They're just playing a heap of games at Marvel.
This is going to be belt to ass. Belt to I have no idea. It has to be 10 goals. I'm going to go 60.5.
I had 50.5. It's 55.5. We've got to push.
I should have said 59.5. Damn it. When I said 10 goals. Bang. We're both 5 points up. Ah, God. No, Jeremy McGovern's officially retired now. No, Jake Waterman. Where are West Coast better than Collingwood on the park at all? They're not better coached. I reckon Collingwood could rest a couple. Don't be surprised if side bottom or Pendles don't play. They're going to debut this kid that kicked 6 in the VFL and a goal after the siren. So maybe it's not going to be as much as you think. It's going to be bang around the line. Want to know what that is? Bet Collingwood to win between 51 and 70.
Yep.
That bet I spoke about on the roast. It'll pay about $3 in a 20-point margin. Get on that.
So are we taking Nick Dacos for the Brownlow seriously still?
Ooh, yeah, you have to. He's still the favourite.
All right. Well, here we go. Well, you got to bet on him. You got to bet on him for it's 25-2. It's 25-2. It's 30-1. You've got to back that every single game. You need to have that. You need to have 25-1, 25-2, 30-1,
30 and
20
2, 35 and 1, 20 and 3.
You have to every single week from now on because he's going to go on a run. You absolutely have to. That's the only thing. And also individual goal kickers. Just go through and pick the first 8. Pick the first 8. They never have anyone kick over 2. That's crazy.
So true.
So let's go that. So it's 3-1 and a push. So I need to win the next 2. So Richmond and Adelaide.
At the G, obviously.
Yep.
The Crows will be favourite by a lot. They could put a cricket score on the Tigers. I'll go in the 40s. I'm going to go 45.5.
I said Adelaide minus 32.5, and it's Adelaide minus 32.5 on the dot.
Really? 5 goals.
I've got 2 on the dot.
Yeah, you really have. They nearly were 3 points. I like that Crows line. Off a bye. They had a bad loss in Tassie. Judging off Adelaide's vibe this year, how barely any of them went away over pre-season and stuff. I have a feeling over this bye, yes, they would have got away for a couple of days.
Another mini block.
It would have just been business. Yep. Keep training hard. Jordan Dawson wrote it. Matt Nix wrote it. He's sick of missing the finals. I'm feeling it just would have been business as usual. I like the Crows to come out, and I don't know what the Crows over-under is going to be. Over. Remember when they played the Bombers on the G and they scored 160? Is this Sunday 2 o'clock?
Sunday, yeah.
Yeah. Remember, if this is a good day, this feels like 100K multi-game. Thilthorpe 4, Keys 3, Fogarty 3, Dawson 1, Rankin 2. Go look back what they did to the Bombers and get those same numbers. That's what it feels like it's going to be.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, just whatever play you like, that's what's exactly what's going to happen. As you said, they don't get to play a heap of games on the G, but when they do, this is all dress rehearsal stuff now.
This is a different vibe, Adelaide side. Yeah, this is going to be Adelaide belt dust. This is a perfect 100K Sunday game. Now I'm excited for the multi-dust.
All right, and then your last one. So I just want to mention that you know how there's like games where they don't happen, like they just never happen. Is this a game that happens 4 times a year? I swear, Freo and St Kilda just come up like the Ross Line Cup. How often does that come up on the schedule?
Yes. So
I reckon you get 2 of them at Marvel and 1 away. I swear they play 3 times a year. I was like, did these cunts just play like 4 weeks ago?
Yeah. So all right. The line is going to be 4.5 goals, 26.5 points. Freo minus 26.5.
26.5. I said minus 16.5 Freo, and it's minus 21.5.
Come on. Hang on. What did you say? Minus what?
16.5. You were 26, so you're closer. You're only 5 off.
So are you.
Am I?
I think it's a push. We're both 5 off. Or am I 4 off? I don't even know. Who cares? I think I win.
Yeah, you win either way.
So I feel like this will be one. So this is why we love Freo to win the minor premiership in top 4. All of a sudden, they've just got Bombers on a short break. Now they get 10 days off before they get the Saints on a Sunday night.
Beautiful.
Like, how good is their schedule? At Optus again. Like, this is the best schedule ever. Freo, I still think Ross, he coached the Jocks off him last time. I think he can do it again, but it won't equal a Swans win this time. Remember how bad Brayshaw and Sarong played last time when
Swans
they played
win.
at Marvel Stadium?
You mean a Saints win?
Hey?
You mean it won't equal a Saints win?
Yes, Freo will win this game, basically. Yeah. What I'm trying to say. Freo will win this game. It won't equal a Saints win. Ross will coach well. It probably won't be as much as you think it would be. That's why the line's only 21.5. I actually think Freo will cover that line, to be honest. It just won't look like last time. I reckon Sarong and Brayshaw won't get done. And I like Sarong and Brayshaw to both kick a goal because if they are getting tagged, you'll see something different. At half forward, playing out of the square for a quarter, saying that Ross hadn't seen before when they're winning by, they'll be up by 24 points, they'll be getting tagged and they'll do something different. That's my theory on this game.
All right, so we've only got 3.5 minutes to go. We actually probably won't get into Gold Coast schedule. Let's have a look at that on the pod because it's only me and you. But let's get into your top 4. So who are you seeing prelim final weekend?
This is one, if you're a diehard that listens to this show, before the 100K multi comes out, we speak about midfielders to kick goals all the time. If we get $3 for Sarong to kick one or Brayshaw to kick one, who would you rather in the 100K multi? Last leg, Sunday Arvo. Comment, Brayshaw or Sarong in the 100K multi. I think it's a good bet. If they're paying $3, we'll build around that. All right. My final 4 teams, my prelim weekend is Collingwood Geelong, which I think most people have, GWS and the Dogs. I think they're the 4 best teams in the comp. Collingwood, Geelong, GWS, Dogs. Brisbane, Adelaide, stiff. Hawthorn aren't good enough. Freo aren't good enough. That is my final 4, Dust. Who is your final 4?
So it'll be the Pies. The Pies and the Cats will be there, and then Brisbane and the Western Bulldogs will also be there.
So you're taking the Dogs there, and you're taking Brisbane over GWS.
As long as the Dogs can stay healthy, they can. They've shown enough that their midfield's good enough. They can score like that. There's something there I love. If you can put 135 points up every week, you're in a game. Like you can, even if you're copping a little bit of like bleeding out the back end, if you can go and put your foot down. What's Carlton's worst thing? I think we had 14 inside 50s to 1 in the last quarter, and like we can barely put shit on the scoreboard.
Yeah,
you've got a unicorn up forward. If the Whips are cracking it down by 5 goals, you can put shit on the scoreboard, which I absolutely love. I still think Brisbane, they're still there. This is like just another run at it. They've got another good team. They know they can come back from behind. They've shown that they can push the best. Their midfield matches up with anyone's. Their defense, they've got a really good team defense. And at any stage, I know it's like you're almost hoping that it pops up, but Cam Rayner can play the lights out. We know Charlie Cameron can still play the lights out. Zach Bailey can still play the lights out. Their midfielders can go forward and kick goals. Logan Morris is coming on. I still think I 100% believe in Brisbane. And you listen to Josh Dunkley after the game on the weekend. He's like, look, we know what everyone's saying about us. They might be counting us out. We had a pretty good review and we have absolute belief. Like we know that this isn't finals yet. We're building into it. We've got absolute faith in our list and how deep we bat and we can really go through. And I still think the same. I still love the way that they play. And then you can't give up on Brisbane, and then Collingwood are just walking their way into a home prelim final.
And so Geelong.
Yeah.
There'll be 2 prelims at the MCG this year and it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it's fucking... Mate, it's going to be a fucking awesome final. So, yeah, I think... So, the Dogs are 8th at the moment. So, it's going to be fucking awesome. But I do not be surprised. There's always going to be... If someone goes out in straight sets, Freo go on a run, Hawks happen to find a bit of form, the Giants or Adelaide. Adelaide walk their way into a
I'm so interested to see the Hawks second half of the season after their bye form. Will they go back to that team that everyone's like, they're playing prelim weekend? Like, could it be a Collingwood Hawthorn prelim? Or will they go back to that team that everyone's like, you're okay.
Yeah.
So it's going to be how well has Sam Mitchell handled this bye. That is 20 minutes on the dice. That is hook, line, and sinker for round 16. If you enjoyed this show, I am shocked, but we appreciate you listening. We will see you next week.
Bye-bye.
What are you prepared to lose today? For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.